Good morning, students. Welcome to the civics class. And for that, you need to take your history book, open the civics section, that is on page number 99. Today, we will be discussing about the rural local self government. Rural local self government. Rural means the area or the regions which have not been developed and not been able to provide very good living condition for the people in that area. So it is not developed area, village area, interior area, far away from the town and city area. Do you understand? So these kind of area or the regions are known as rural area. Next comes the local self-government. Local self-government means the government or the administrative body that are formed by the people of the place, not the people coming from outside to govern or look after the people living in that particular area. So local people are involved where they are living, they are forming the part of the government or a body of a government that look after their needs and facilitate all the needs of life. So we have got, therefore, whole country is divided. I have earlier given you the diagram of the chart where we have discussed how whole government body are divided, beginning from the village or the family. Family develops into village. Village develops into panchayat, gram panchayat, and gram panchayat is developed into block samiti. Block samiti develops into jila parishad. Jila parishad develops into the district. Okay, district, and district develops into states. States develops into nation. Nation develops into world. Okay, so all these kind of development step by step we have discussed that. Now in the local self-government, this particular local self-government, there are two categories. One is rural, the other one is urban. Urban means developed area where the living condition of the people are well off. All the facilities of life are provided, like road, electricity, water facilities, health facilities, medicine, education facilities, and communication facilities. All these are provided, well provided. All these are not possible in the village, but in the towns and cities. See, towns and cities are known as the urban. That is in the next lesson. So we are going to discuss the village local self-government. That means rural local self-government. So that is one. Number one, here under this we are going to discuss the Panchayati Raj system. So local self-government refers to the government which operates at the city or town or village level. Town and city level is urban local self, and village is rural local self-government. The government body which operates in the village is known as the rural local self-government. Underline that. Rural local self-government. The body operating at the town and the cities are known as urban local self-government. I have already told you, just reading what is there in our book. Next one. So in this lesson we are going to discuss the rural local self-government. At the rural level, the local self-government functions as the three-tier system. As the three-tier system. Three-tier means not the tire of the vehicle. Is the layer of the three layers of the local self-government. Three layers. What are the three layers? The three layers are Panchayat at the village, Gram Panchayat, Blok Samiti and Jila Parishad. Number one is lowest one is the Panchayat at the village level. That is Gram Panchayat. Gram Panchayat, Blok Samiti and the topmost is the Jila Parishad. Gram Panchayat at the village level. Blok Samiti at the intermediate level. That means both village and Jila in between. They are middle one. Jila Parishad at the district level. Okay. So the term Panchayati Raj denotes the administrations of a village or a group of villages by a body representing the village. This body is autonomous. It raising resources through their own contributions and spending in it on village welfare activities. That's why it is called, they are local. That's why it is called local. It is, they are working for themselves. But it's a government. It's a local self-government. Traditionally, villages were administrated by the five wise men. They were known as Panch. Five wise men. That's why it is called Panch. Say Panchayat. They were choosing and accepting their local community. This Panchayat was five elder men are known as, were known as the Panch. They would deal with the local problems and solve disputes among villages. Their decisions were binding upon one and all, everybody, that means. This system functioned till Mughal period. After the British came, they were not taken care. They were not taken care, and then this system was abolished, almost abolished. After independence, Mahatma Gandhi advocated, that means he strongly suggested going into the villages of India. He advocated Panchayati Raj system. The Raj means the rule of Panchayat. The Panchayat will rule at the rural area. So as the foundation of this will become the foundation of India's political system. That this is the foundation, this is the beginning of the political system of India. Do you understand? So in the village, earlier ancient times, there was Panchayat. Till Mughal came, there was Panchayat. But British came, finished. Independent, we got the independence in 1947. And then Mahatma Gandhi said, no, villages are to be taken care. And therefore, there should be Panchayati Raj. And the people should be involved. And this will give the foundation of the India's political system. Did you understand? So this is what we have today. So he realized that the decentralized form of government would work the best where each village would be responsible for its self-governance. Understand? Panchayati Raj system was formalized by 23rd Amendment Act of 1992. This became an act, it became a law. In the constitution it was added in 1992 only, much more later. And so this was on 73 third amendment of the constitution. There they brought about changes and included Panchayati Raj system as a local self-government body in the rural area. Do you understand? This is what is. So you have to understand this. And so since then, now government gives the power to the village panchayat. So there are the people who are responsible and the members of the Gram Panchayat and the Block Samiti and the Jila Parishad, they work hand in hand and for the betterment of the people living in that area, in the rural area. So, Panchayat system. Let's come then, Panchayat system. Panchayat system in the village consists of the following: Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat and Nyay Panchayat. So in the Panchayat, there are another three layers. Gram Sabha, all the village members are the member of the Gram Sabha. Gram Panchayat, from them, among them, they constitute the elected members. That is Gram Panchayat. And then there is another body who look after the justification, give justice for the wrongdoers and then wrong, who decides what is right, what is wrong according to the law provided. Okay, so that is called Nyay Panchayat, give justice. They have no court in the village. We have in the district, we have got in the state, we have got in the nation. No, that is a district court, high court and supreme court. But here village also there is a court, that is called Nyay Panchayat. Okay, that is what it is. How it is formed we have discussed one by one. So please go through this and learn. Okay, I'll tell you more about this in the next video. Thank you.